everyone, welcome to the new episode to the interview experience by I Love Metallurgy with me, Khushi this side. Today we welcome our very special guest, Mukesh sir with us. He had been recently selected as an intern in Zevi company. Welcome sir, lots of congratulations on your success and we are glad that you have accepted our invitation. It's a great pleasure to have you sir with us.
Thanks, Kushi. Thank you so much.
Most welcome sir. So, starting with our first query, so can you please brief us about the company and its role in practical life?
Okay, so JV is an startup right now, and it has around 25 to 30 employees in it. Okay, and the company is about providing search engine for the clients, the ones who are entering the market online. We provide the search engine for them. So yeah, basically that's what we does. And about my role, I am a data analyst and slash business analyst. You can say there.
Okay, sir. So, what is the eligibility criteria to crack the interview?
So, as I filled the form on LinkedIn, the criteria was about it is an off-campus intern. So, yeah, I applied through LinkedIn. So, the criteria were about you should be in your final year. You have ample amount of time to yourself to like provide with the to go with the internship. Once you start, you cannot like leave in between. And for around 6 to 8 hours, you have to have spare time to just to you so that you can do the company work in one stretch. And yeah, that's it. Apart from that, you should have the technical skills that were required. So that's pretty standard that you need to have SQL for data analysis, SQL, Excel, and a bit of business thinking, business analysis skill is a must. I think in every company they will ask you some kind of HR questions, but yes, that would be very helpful if you know about what the business is and you understand the business. So yeah.
Okay, sir. So, what were the selection round processes conducted by the company?
So I just got a reply mail from the company side that Mukesh, here is your assignment, and if you have 7 days of time, please complete that assignment. And afterwards, if we like your assignment, then we will move forward with the interviews. So the assignment was about sentiment analysis for Twitter chats about let's say a person has ordered on Swiggy. Okay, the analysis was about Swiggy. Okay, so a person has ordered something on Swiggy. So if you have replied your mail on a Swiggy on Twitter for a Swiggy thread, so I should be able to analyze the sentiment whether it's positive, negative, or something else. And I also had to prioritize which replies should be like entertained first according to Swiggy's perspective. So yeah, that's it included ML a bit, not a bit, more than a bit. You can say there was NLP required for this particular assignment.
Okay, sir. So, how to make the CV more attractive?
So for now, it's pretty standard that you just go with the. There are many platforms like Novo, Resume, Flow CV, things like that. You can have your CV ready in a Word document as well. That's also fine. As much as your CV is basic, it should look basic. No fancy sketches or something like that. Just show your skills, show your educational qualifications, and apart from that show your projects, your hobbies, your academic achievements, and what are the certificates that you have got. And yeah, that would be all. Apart from this, you can also show your LinkedIn profile, your GitHub profile. If you have an interesting profile to show, that would be very good to have in the CV. And try to make your CV interactive. Like when a person have your CV and he like goes on to the you can say the LinkedIn search, like where the LinkedIn logo is in your CV. So he should be able to get to your LinkedIn profile just by clicking on that. So yeah, if your CV is interactive, that would be very helpful to the like recruitment team.
Okay, sir. So, how did you manage the time balance for academics as well as extracurricular activities?
Okay, so in extracurricular, I have in college hockey is my extracurricular. Apart from hockey, I am in some clubs. So yeah, I had to manage time between the clubs and hockey and my own core, and then coming to the non-core part. So for core, as you know, we have to just study the main things that are there that would be asked in exams, and most of the questions are already you can guess them on the basis of what is taught in your class. Okay, apart from that, I can say that there are some professors which are like in their exams you cannot guess, so you can just pray to god that yes, you get good marks. That will be very beneficial. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ठीक है, तो उसके अलावा तुम ज़्यादा कुछ कर नहीं सकते हो कोर के लिए। अब आते हैं, इफ़ नॉन कोर इंटरेस्ट्स यू, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज़ यू कैन हैव लाइक कॉलेज में यू हैव एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम टू स्टडी एनीथिंग you want, okay? So you can study your skills in your own time, you can communicate with your friends in your own time. And as far as extracurricular में hobbies go, तो playing hockey is one of my hobbies, so I can play that in the evening or in the morning. So that time is almost empty for me. I don't do anything else in that time. I basically sleep around the morning, so yeah, उसमें hockey खेल सकते हो, तो yeah, that's fine.
So, how to avoid any negative impact during the interview?
So for negative impact, don't show overconfidence. That's the first thing. Try to be confident in the interview. So basically, be confident yet humble in the interview. So the interviewer should be like, yeah, he's a good candidate or she is a good candidate, something like that. The interviewer will be very you can say that he or she will be very comfortable with you in the beginning, and as the interview goes, you will get comfortable because they will try to like calm you down if you stutter or if you are getting nervous in the interview. At the end like सब सही रहेगा, तो उनकी तरफ से ये उनको भी कैंडिडेट चाहिए, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर लाइक टेकिंग योर इंटरव्यू, so they want a good candidate. So you have to be just calm, keep your composure, just like try to sit in a good posture, try to maintain eye contact with the interviewer, and as long as you have like let's say कि तुम्हें कोई question नहीं आता, so just say sir, can I think about it? And if you don't get it right at the first attempt, no worries, just move on with the next question. Don't like take that question seriously. फिर क्या होगा ना कि अगर आप एक क्वेश्चन पे स्टक हो गए, तो इट विल बी लाइक कि वहां पे आप स्टक होके रह जाओगे, फिर बार बार वही माइंड में चलते रहेगा, तो इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दैट. सो यू शुड मूव ऑन टू अनदर क्वेश्चन. ऐसा नहीं होता कि हर इंटरव्यू आपका अच्छा ही जाता है, हर इंटरव्यू में आप सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर कर सकते हो. देयर वुड बी सम क्वेश्चंस दैट माइट नॉट क्लिक एट द राइट टाइम, और ऐसा हो सकता है कि आप उस समय पे जानते हुए भी नहीं बोल पाओ, और फिर या तो आपको नहीं आता, तो यू कैन डू वन थिंग दैट से सॉरी सर, आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ दिस at that particular time, and move on, and like try to be calm as possible. That would have very good impact of you on the interviewer. Yeah.
So, what is the role of internship during placement?
Okay, so internship does matter. If you have a good internship, you will get an edge over a project. But like at the time, अगर तुम्हारे पास project भी है, that's also cool. That's not an issue. So if you have a good project, so you can show that like you have learned everything through that project. Let's say we are talking about ML. So if you are presenting that you had done classification, so classification में logistic regression is there. So as long as you understand logistic regression, उसमें क्या चल रहा है, उसमें sigmoid function क्या है, how the z value is calculated, वो ग्राफ कैसे बनता है, things like that. If you understand those things, that would be fine. उनको उससे मतलब है, उनको they just want to know कि what is your understanding about that particular thing. अगर तुमने project करा, it means that yes, you have spent quite some time on that project, and you should have some knowledge. They expect that. So you should have some knowledge about that, yeah. And as long as you have that, that's fine. That's nothing new.
So, since your internship has started, can you please brief us about it?
Yeah, sure, Khushi. So my internship has started from 19th of December. The first 2 days were about exploring the business, understanding the business, that what we do right, what we are doing right now, what we had done earlier, and what are our clients, what are we providing them, things like that. Afterwards, I am currently maintaining the daily metrics. I am writing codes for some things that our client should need, and which should increase the percentage of checkouts that are there in the add to cart section, right? So once a person clicks on add to cart, okay, let me first explain what JV is actually doing. So we are providing search engine. So basically that does mean that we are trying to increase their sale for them. Okay, so to do that we have to like do the conversion, like the conversion rate of a customer going on to the product section till buying them should increase. The click-through rate should increase, the conversion rate, the hits on the query should increase, the enter button should increase on client's platform, right? So to do that on a regular basis, we have the data for our clients, and I pull them in a Jupyter notebook from AWS software, open source, and I am basically just writing the code to get analysis and insights on what is currently going on, and what we can do to improve the sale for our clients. Yeah, so these are the things that I am doing right as of right now.
Okay, sir. So, what strategy should we follow to keep the interview going in our favor?
Okay, so try to, like, when the interviewer asks you for your intro, okay, try to include your projects. Try to show why do you want to go in data analysis domain. Why do you want to be a data analyst? What are your long term goals? Try to align your long term goals with the company. And as long as you show that to the interviewer, he or she will be fine with you. And okay, and try to get this line, the project line, in the end. Afterwards you can say your hobby, that's also fine, but if you want to have your interview going in your favor, try to keep them on your project, what you have done. क्योंकि अगर वो अपने फील्ड में है, वो उसमें घुसे, तो दे आर वेरी प्रोफिशिएंट, वो तुमको कहीं भी डीप डाइव करवा सकते हैं. So yeah, try to keep them in your loop, that you what you know, and once they are in your loop, then you can play them easily, right? So उसमें कोई ज़्यादा दिक्कत नहीं है.
So, from what resources did you carry on with your preparation?
Okay, so okay, one by one, I should say कि Excel के लिए just you can go through videos of tutorials point that is there on YouTube, but I would suggest, in my personal opinion, सबके लिए vary कर सकता है, right? तो how do you learn? What is your pace? That's up to you. Okay. So एक डेटा सेट डाउनलोड कर लो गूगल पर से कोई सा भी. ट्राई टू प्ले विद इट इन योर एक्सेल, इन योर लैपटॉप. ओके, एक्सेल खोलो, उस पे वो डेटा सेट लोड करो, ट्राई करो नई नई चीजें, एक्सप्लोर करो, देखो क्या हो रहा है. And once you do that, na, you will have a very good knowledge of what is going on. You can see that in Excel now that you can do regressions and all. तो ये सब चीज़ें बहुत एडवांस हो गई हैं उधर भी. तो इट्स लाइक दैट. तो एक्सेल के लिए यू कैन डू दैट. एक डेटा सेट डाउनलोड करके यू कैन लर्न एवरीथिंग इन वेरी लेस टाइम. इंटरव्यू, इफ यू गो थ्रू द वीडियोस, तो वो थोड़ा हेक्टिक हो जाता है क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारे वीडियोस हैं, एंड इफ यू हैव फ्यू लाइक कम टाइम है, तो इट वुड बी हार्ड टू कंप्लीट ऑल दोज वीडियोस. Okay, if you have ample amount of time, then yes, go with the videos as well, because they will teach you a great manner of things. But if you don't have that much of time, so just go with downloading a data set and exploring yourself. Okay, apart from that, I would say, yeah, coming to MySQL, you can buy a course on Udemy, or you can get it on like YouTube पे बहुत सारे channels हैं. They provide a good knowledge about SQL. वो तुम्हें शुरू से बेसिक से लेके एडवांस तक सारा सिखा देंगे. ओके, तो उसमें क्या करना होता है कि आफ्टर यू लर्न दोज थिंग्स, यू शुड बी एबल टू इम्प्लीमेंट देम. सो हैकर रैंक इज वन प्लेटफॉर्म, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट एक और प्लेटफॉर्म अभी नया उतना आई डोंट थिंक कि बहुत लोग जानते हैं उसके बारे में. डेटा लेमर, DATALEMUR.com, something like that, is a platform. It's a new platform. I found it on LinkedIn. A guy names I don't remember his name. He is maintaining this site. So वहाँ पे you will find very good interview questions, very good OA questions of SQL there, for Amazon, for LinkedIn, for the New York block, something like that. So वहाँ पे you can get good questions of SQL. Okay, SQL हो गया. Then coming to data visualizations, you can do Tableau from ये YouTube as well, and you can download Tableau dashboard in your laptop for free, I should say. वो free रहता है 1 year for a student, so you can upload your ID card or your college ID card, and you will get the Tableau for free for a year. Okay. Coming next, ML. So ML is quite a thing now. लोग डेटा साइंस की तरफ बहुत ज़्यादा भागने लगे हैं क्योंकि दे थिंक देयर इज मनी, देयर इज दिस, देयर इज दैट, बट ऐसा नहीं है. एमएल में until unless you don't know deep learning, it does not matter very much, क्योंकि एमएल में deep learning is the main thing. उससे पहले का जो भी है, like random forest, linear regression, these things just help you understand the basic things कि एमएल में होता क्या है. ओके, डीप लर्निंग से होता क्या ना, जैसे वी शो द टेक्स्ट कन्वर्जन, वी शो यूट्यूब पे व्हेन वी स्पीक देयर आर टेक्स्ट रिटन डाउन राइट आफ्टर वी स्पोक. सो हाउ डज दैट हैपन? दैट्स रियल मशीन लर्निंग, दैट्स लाइक डीप लर्निंग. ओके, उसमें यू हैव टू डीप डाइव, यू हैव टू हैव लाइक नॉलेज ऑफ केरास एंड मेनी थिंग्स. ओके, तो वो बहुत डेप्थ में होता है. अब देयर इज एनएलपी एज वेल, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग, लाइक कि when we speak you get the subtitles, तो वो कैसे आता है? That's natural language processing. The language conversion from one language like Hindi to English, तो उसके लिए dictionary बनाना. These are the things, these are the learning things that a machine does for us, and that is basically deep learning. तो ये सब करना, and बेसिकली इतना करना इज क्वाइट हेक्टिक फॉर अंडर ग्रेजुएट एज ऑफ राइट नाउ. इसके लिए बहुत लोग बाहर जाते हैं, एमएस करते हैं, पीएचडी करते हैं इन चीज़ों पे, देन दे हैव द स्किल्स ऑफ अ रियल डेटा साइंटिस्ट राइट. तो if you want to have the knowledge of ML, that's fine, you can go with the resource of Krishnaik is there on YouTube. Apart from Krishnaik, you can go for the concepts, and there is code basics, you can go for the code, you can like go for the codes to the code basics channel. There is वो वाला बंदा उतने अच्छे से कॉन्सेप्ट्स नहीं समझाता, बट यू कैन गेट द कोड्स प्रीटी इजीली देयर. कैसे कोड्स इंप्लीमेंट करते हैं, दैट यू विल गेट देयर. अगर यू हैव एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम, देन आई वुड सजेस्ट कि ये एंड्रू एनजी करके उसका एक कोर्स है, यू कैन राइट एंड्रू एनजी मशीन लर्निंग ऑन यूट्यूब एंड वॉच द होल प्लेलिस्ट. It's around 120 to 140 videos, something like that. If you have time, go through those videos. Like, वो amazing है. You will learn everything about ML, everything from basics to depth. Okay, तो कैसे हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, what is 3D graph, how to visualize them, like shuffle split क्या है, कैसे करते हैं, कैसे data divide होता है, what is p value, overfitting क्या है, everything you will get to learn there. Right? So according to me, that is one of the best courses in the world for ML. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's all. Apart from these skills, in soft skills you have some communication skills, problem solving skills. You have to have the a general amount of knowledge about these things, so that the person in front of you can see that yes, you will be able to cope up with the business. Or startup environment where you have to work around like 6 to 8 hours daily. And when I say 6 to 8 hours, I mean like you have to literally sit for 8 hours, and your dinner time and your lunch time is different other time than that, right? So you will get to learn a lot during the internship period. So yeah, that has some advantage and disadvantage at the same time.
So how did you manage your soft skill development for the interview?
Okay, soft skills, I can say. So for me, it's true. When I came to college in first year, afterwards we had lockdown, right? So घर पे था तो कुछ ज़्यादा करने को था नहीं. So I watched too many web series, too many movies, Hollywood movies, and I get to learn a lot from there. My English is basically from Hollywood movies, right? So I learned my communication through that. I understood culture of Western countries, European countries as well. So that had an advantage as well. उसका disadvantage ये था कि बहुत time kill हो गया उसमें. I could had done something more practical during that time. But yes, at the same time I got to learn English very well. I am very confident now while speaking English. So yeah, that's that. You can refer some books for speaking English. You can go to YouTube. You can communicate with your friends. You can do GD as well. So these are the things that you can do, that one can do always, and that will be very helpful. Yeah.
So, how to overcome the nervousness, fear that one might experience during the interview?
So to answer this question, तुम्हें जिस चीज़ से डर लगता है वो करो, वो इतनी बार करो कि तुम्हारा डर खत्म हो जाए। जस्ट दैट। इफ यू आर अफ्रेड ऑफ इंटरव्यूज, गिव इंटरव्यूज। किसी को भी बिठाओ अपने सामने, द वन हु हैज एनी काइंड ऑफ नॉलेज इन द टेक्निकल, लाइक एसडी वाला बंदा है, वो फ्री है, उसको बोलो बैठने, जस्ट सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम एंड टेल हिम, लाइक गिव योर क्वेश्चंस, गिव योर सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस टू देम एंड ट्राई टू मेक आई कांटेक्ट, ट्राई टू not get nervous during the interview, try to have a calm mind, be confident, not overconfident in the interview. That's also a negative point according to me. Okay, तो ये कर सकते हो आप. Apart from these things, one can always look in a mirror and speak, and do group discussions for building confidence. You can say, we can say that. So these are the things that one can do.
So, from when you started your preparation for intern?
For intern. So the preparation was around March, I think. March के बाद I started preparing for this data analysis domain. That yes, I want to go in this domain. I was like sure about that, and so companies college में भी आती थी, but I don't have above 70%, so I am not eligible for many companies through college placements, right? And I sat for just one company through campus date interview. उसमें I got an interview, but वहाँ पे the interview part that did not went very well. I answered 2-3 questions very like they were way far, my answers were way far from the question, so there I got rejected. But yes, you have to be prepared for the one chance that you get, that you might get, according to me, with the off campus place interns. तो उसमें क्या होता है ना, you might not get replies for hundreds of your cold emails, cold messages on LinkedIn, but the one reply that you get, you should be able to convert that. तो उस पे फोकस करो, लाइक घूमो फिरो जो करना है करो, बट एट द सेम टाइम try to revise your knowledge about SQL, machine learning if you had done, Excel. So these things, keep revising them, keep try to have a calm mind throughout the interview, and yes, you will be fine.
So, how early should one start preparing for placement, and what should be the first basic step towards this?
Okay, so non-core guy, हमारा placement start हो जाता है in our college around जून, आई थिंक जून के एंड, जुलाई के स्टार्टिंग से वी हैव कंपनीज कमिंग टू आवर कॉलेज. तो इफ यू आर रियली लाइक, इट कैन वेरी ऑन योर स्टडी स्ट्रक्चर. लाइक आई एम आवर्स डेली, मतलब अगर मैं 2-3 घंटा पढ़ लिया तो उसके बाद आई कैन नॉट डू मोर देन दैट. ठीक है, कुछ लोग होते हैं जो कि आराम से बैठ के 8-10 घंटा पढ़ सकते हैं, तो इट माइट डिफर फॉर देम. सो डेटा एनालिसिस के लिए 1 to 2 month इज इनफ. अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो ढंग से, आप रोज पढ़ रहे हो, तो 1 to 2 month इज इनफ. एंड इफ यू हैव टाइम, लाइक अगर आपके पास अच्छा खासा टाइम है, तो यू कैन स्टार्ट अराउंड एट द एंड ऑफ द सेकंड ईयर, एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द थर्ड ईयर, एज यू माइट गेट कंपनीज कमिंग इनटू द कैंपस फॉर डेटा एनालिस्ट. इट विल बी वेरिंग फॉर SD and core. I am not talking about them. SD के लिए तो बच्चे are preparing from first year only. Okay, for core people are like, जैसे मैं metallurgy background से हूँ, तो we have classes for core. तो वहाँ से भी we get ample amount of knowledge about core and what books we should read and all. तो वहाँ पे we don't have to do a lot of things, right? For analysis in particular, analyst, we can do start from at the end of second year, third year beginning से, if you can start, so you will have intern companies coming in college. There are some companies which are coming in college. हो सकता है next year से कुछ अच्छी companies भी आना चालू हो जाए, हो सकता है कुछ ना भी आए. तो it will depend on the future and recession and the market structure at that particular time. But one should prepare at least themselves for the interviews. That like intern के लिए what you should have. You should have the basic knowledge, and you should have at least 2 to 3 projects ready that you can talk about in your interviews if you might get. chance to get in interviews. So yes, that would be sufficient to crack an intern if one is prepared. Okay, for placements I would say कि आप अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लो पूरा अपना टिल जुलाई. आफ्टरवर्ड्स ओएज होंगे तो दैट्स अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट टू हैव कि ओए you have to clear. If you are not able to clear OA, then your technical skills might not get a chance to show themselves in an interview. So be ready with your aptitude, be ready with the verbal skills and reasoning abilities, whatever that is. You can refer Arun Sharma for that. You can have India Bigs. India Bigs पे you can get good verbal questions, but there are reasoning के उतने अच्छे नहीं है, math के उतने अच्छे questions नहीं है. तो you can refer Arun Sharma for that. Level 1-2 is more than enough. I say 1 भी अगर आप पूरा कर लेते हो सारे chapters के तो that would be very good. You will get a grasp of what is required. So that would be sufficient enough according to me. Okay. Apart from that, ये हो गया एनालिसिस के लिए. कंपनीज जैसे जैसे आती जाएंगी, यू विल गेट टू लाइक नो अबाउट हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर अ कंपनी. व्हेन यू हैव लास्ट 2-3 days आई वुड से कि लाइक रिसर्च अबाउट द कंपनी. गूगल पे जाओ, खोजो कंपनी क्या कर रही है. ट्राई टू हैव कि अभी इन करंट में क्या चल रहा है, पास्ट में क्या था और फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है, फ्यूचर में क्या प्लान है कंपनी के. सो अलाइन योर गोल्स अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. इफ योर गोल इज टू बी इन डेटा एनालिस्ट डोमेन, डेटा साइंस डोमेन, तो देखो तुम्हारे मैच कर रहे हैं गोल्स या नहीं, इफ द कंपनी इज अ गुड फिट फॉर यू और नॉट. एंड वंस यू फाइंड आउट इफ इट इज अ गुड फिट, देन ट्राई टू लिसन टू द प्री प्लेसमेंट टॉक वेरी केयरफुली, और जो भी वो लोग बोलते हैं उसको अच्छे से सुनो. That's the first thing. And जो जैसे कुछ skills होते हैं, they are looking for some particular skills. जैसे EXL आई थी कैंपस में, तो उन्होंने पहले से बोल दिया था we will be asking for puzzles and guesstimates. तो like वो आपके लिए वो हो गया कि आपको पहले से पता चल गया what will be asked in your interviews. तो वहाँ पे आपको ready रहना है उन चीज़ों के साथ, right? तो that's an edge. वो बहुत कम कंपनीज देती है, but that might give you an edge in some companies. So be ready with those things. For analyst, yeah, guesstimate and puzzles I missed earlier. तो वो you can do. Case studies are there as well for consultancy companies, right? So you can do that as well. Guesstimate you can do from Quora, you can do from Case Interview Crack is one channel of IIM, some IIM, so you can do that as well. Puzzles के लिए you can refer Geeks for Geeks and you will be finding very good puzzles there. You can do around 84 to 100 something is there. You can do all of them, and once you understand that, it will stick with you. Just revise once in a while and you will be fine. Yeah.
So, any suggestion that you would like to suggest to your juniors where they might get stuck during their preparation?
Okay, so the very first thing, start karo. That's a very basic thing, but start karna is pretty important. Start नहीं करते हैं लोग जल्दी. So once you start, you will get a good amount of time. तो उसके बाद you will get to know a lot. Communicate with your seniors कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. जिसको पहले से जानते हो आप उसके साथ communicate करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आराम से उनसे पूछो कि sir what you are doing, what have you done in the past, how does an interview goes and things like that. Okay. अब stuck होने की जहाँ पे बात आती है तो mostly what I see is consistent नहीं रह पाते हैं लोग. Be consistent in what you do. That's the key. That's the key for most things. Almost everything you can do by being consistent. Okay. तुमको कुछ नहीं आता है, करते रहो. You will be getting ahead of the thing one day. ठीक है. Eventually you will get ahead of that thing. So yeah, start करो. Questions है, doubts है, पूछो. बहुत सारी resources हैं, seniors हैं, everyone you got. तो वहाँ पे you can get an advantage because you are in NIT. So like resources को ना use करो जितना कर सकते हो. Exploit करो पूरा. Then only you will be able to achieve everything you want.
Okay, sir. So here we come to an end of our interview session. I would like to thank you, sir, for the interview, and we are highly honored to have you, sir, as our guest today. I hope this small interaction may later translate into a fruitful guiding path for our juniors to follow. Adding a short notes to our viewers, please do like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Kushi. Bye.
Bye, sir.